Hello guys, welcome to the 14th video tutorial of Code Beginners, in which I am going to tell you how can you make a table with clickable photo images. Just in our previous video we have created tables, and in those tables we have added some words, some phrases, something like that. But in this video I am going to add those images in that place. All right, so let's get started. I hope you are familiar with these table tags, this t head tags, and this t body. If you're not familiar with this, then I would recommend to watch my previous video in which I have successfully explained each and everything about tables in HTML. Okay, so let's get started. So we want to add 9 images in our table. That means we require 3 rows, and obviously we require 3 columns. Okay, so what we are required to do here, I will be writing here tr tags that represents the row tags. Alright, so I'll be writing here 3 times because I'll be making 9 images clickable here. So 3 tr tag, that means we are uh, you know we are acquiring the space of 3 rows here, and we will be needing 3 columns right in the row. Okay, so that for that we'll be using td tags. All right, so 3 times, and td tags. Okay, so let's copy paste this to save our time. Just copy paste this stuff from here and copy paste here, control V, and here control V. All right, so what we are required, we will be just adding here the image tag in each column. All right, inside those rows. So just copy paste each tag here to save our time. Okay, let's copy paste here, and I think that will be much easier because autocomplete is here, so you'll not need to worry. Okay, so img. All right, so here img, make it clear and visible for your easiness. I'm not so good at indentation here, but indent your code because it is important for you, and you will get to know easy uh, with your code if you have your indentation in your code. All right, so like this, I'm just going to indent my code because it's pretty important. All right, so I've indented to some extent. So let's copy paste it here, copy paste it here, and copy paste it here. Alright, so we have our PD, and in PD tag we have our img tags that will represent the images. Okay, so after that just go to your browser, or you can go to your computer and give the file name or file path here, but I would like to give uh, random images to it. Open the images tag, and I'm doing the source from web, so I'll be copying that image location. Okay, so just I require to copy paste its source here. Okay, so after that what we are required to do, we will have just to copy paste 9 images location. Okay, so that we may able to show it in our table. So just remember that 9 images are basically worth more than 9,000 words. Okay, so the things that you have to explain in almost 9,000 words, you can explain them easily with 9 images. That is basically the advantage of images that I have told you. Just copy paste it Okay, so I have added 9 image sources in my file. So what we are required to do next, we are just required to size our images to a specific level. Okay, so this at the same level that so that images should become adjustable in rows and columns, and we should be able to make them visible. All right. So in order to do that, we will be using our style technique. We will be using CSS. We won't write here style tag each time. We are not required to do it. We can do it just writing it once. All right. So just remove that our previous stuff. We'll be writing here. We will be writing here the img. Okay. So img, and we will giving it a specification of width of 100 pixels. All right, and we're giving it a height of 100 pixels. All right, so let's save it, and remember that we have already linked our CSS file with our HTML file. All right, I have told you in my previous video, that is introduction to CSS. If you are not familiar with that link, then I will recommend you to watch my previous video. All right, so let's save it, and let's see what happens here. This is our HTML file, index.html, and you can see that we have our table and we have it right here. Okay, that images have been shown in our table. So let's say we want to give that table, that body, specification of body, and td tag a specification that a border of we want to give it a border of color hash C0 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 dash. Okay, so let's save it and let's see what we have put. Okay, refresh the page, and you can see that we have a dashed border here for each image. Alright, so now what we are required to do, we want to make that images clickable. Okay, for that purpose, what we will do is we will just add a tags here in each row, or you can see. So we will add our a images with this. Okay, so just we will cover our each image tag with this, and I'll be back after adding this tag. So I have closed all my images tags into my a tags. Alright, so you can see that a tag opens, a tag ends, a tag opens, a tag ends. Okay, so like that I have closed all my image sources, the image tags inside. Okay, so let's see what we are required to do next. I want this image to link with the, let's say, Facebook, this image to link with Google, google.com, facebook.com, twitter.com, and for the rest of these 6 images, you have to do it yourself. You can link it with whatever website you want. Okay, whatever you link will give to that image, it will take you to that link. Whatever you give it to that, it will take you to that link, and so on. All right, so let's do it. Okay, so let's say I want to connect it with Facebook. For that, I'll write https www.facebook.com. Okay, so just copy paste it here from here, and let's say I want to connect the next image, this one, with my Twitter. Okay, not with my Twitter, but twitter.com. Alright, so let's do it. Just replace that page twitter.com, Twitter. Okay. So the next thing is I want it to be connected with YouTube. Alright, the next image, youtube.com. Just save it. Okay. So after saving it, let's go to our artwork and refresh it. And now you can see that the images has become clickable. These three will lead us to the link that we have given, and these are also clickable, but if we click on it nothing would happen. Okay, so on these 6 images I have clicked and nothing happens, but if you will click on that image, that will lead you to the link. In my case I have given the facebook.com, so I'll open a link in a new tab, and so you can see that we have redirected to facebook.com, as I have given the link here, facebook.com. And now if I click on that and open it, now you can see that we are redirected to twitter.com. And if we just click on that, you can see that we are redirected to youtube.com. Alright, so due to some certain issues, I can't use YouTube in my country. That is why it is showing this. So that was my lecture for today, and you can sorry for that. You can do that for the rest of the pictures. You are just required to add your required links right there inside href. Alright, so that's it for today. In the next video, I will tell you and I will give you a brief overview of CSS. And thanks for watching, and if you really like the video, then please don't forget to subscribe my channel.